Over the past several years, so many sports fans have walked away from sports that they love, from leagues that they love, because so many of these sports leagues in this country and around the world have been pushing the woke agenda. They've been pushing identity politics, and people are sick and tired of it. People just want sports. They don't want to be preached to, especially when the message is, if you don't agree with us, we don't want you watching the sport. And the league that's been maybe worse about that than any other is absolutely the NBA, with woke Adam Silver, woke LeBron James, and so many of these athletes going to the next level and alienating the audience. We've been talking about it here on this channel for years, and now somebody who has a little bit of a history, a little bit of a legacy in the NBA is also pointing out the obvious. Phil Jackson says he doesn't watch the NBA now because it's too political and woke with Black Lives Matter messaging. Man, if only some people would have been saying that back in 2020, almost like that was right here on this channel. You can go find it. You can go look it up. And yes, Phil Jackson is calling this out. He's calling it what it is. He's saying that they decided to alienate a bunch of people, that not everybody wants to tune in and be preached to like that. And he, along with many other people, decided to walk away and not pay attention to the NBA. Phil Jackson, Chicago Bulls legend, Lakers legend, isn't paying attention to basketball because it's getting too political. NBA Hall of Fame head coach Phil Jackson says he's not watched the NBA since the league allowed players to put wanky political messaging on their jerseys during the 2020 season. During an appearance on the podcast Tetragrammation with Rick Rubin, Jackson described the NBA's decision to turn itself into a BLM platform as catering to a certain audience while turning off people who just wanted to watch sports. You could make a video for this channel if you want to, Phil. Quote, they did something that was kind of wanky. They did a bubble down in Orlando, and all the teams could qualify, went down there and stayed there. And they had things on their back like justice. They made a funny thing like justice just went to the basket. Equal opportunity just knocked him down. So my grandkids thought it was pretty funny to play up those names, so I couldn't watch that. It was catering, trying to cater to an audience or trying to bring a certain audience into play. They didn't know it was turning other people off. People want to see sports as non-political. That's 1,000% true. And I can almost guarantee you that Phil Jackson probably isn't a Donald Trump supporter, right? Phil Jackson probably isn't some hard right-wing guy. But even he's saying this. People don't tune in for that. They get alienated by that when sports becomes political. That is what the NBA has done. That's what they've allowed some of their players, especially like LeBron James, to do, is turn it into a political weapon. And it only comes from one side. Phil Jackson is preaching the absolute truth. There are so many people out there that have decided to tune out of the NBA and they haven't come back. Like right now, the ratings are pathetic. NBA Finals games over the last several years are averaging less than what the women's NCAA championship did in college basketball, in women's college basketball. That's what Adam Silver and these woke activists have done to this league by praising career criminals, by deciding to kneel during national anthems, put all this stuff on the court, on their jerseys. It was everywhere, especially back in 2020, 2021. And that turned a lot of people off who still haven't come back to watching basketball, including apparently Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson preaching the truth, just like we've been saying here on this channel for years. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.